Let's subdue some volley players in Tour 8 and Tour 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So we start with match versus Leo in Tour 8. It's not very common to play versus Leo, especially in Tour 8. A lot of volley players prefer to use Diana for this play style. And well, I think that this volley player is testing with Leo. He started the match quite well. And I do this cross-court shot. So there are several things you can do to subdue players having high agility and volley stats. If your opponent doesn't have a very high serve or doesn't serve very well, because as you know, sometimes you don't need to have a very high serve to be dangerous on your serve. I have faced some volley players having not a very high serve, but who knows how to serve, and their serves are quite dangerous. So in that case, on the serve of your opponent, try to return a cross-court forehand or backhand, depending on your best hand. Like this one, it was just a cross-court, and it provoked an unforced error. Another one for my opponent, to surprise your opponent, because he generally expects you to hit the forehand down the line instead, which is a stroke much easier to execute with precision. Okay, let's open this bag to cabo load. Of course, you have a bigger chance to find cabo load in the Tour 8 bag. Right, this Diana opponent has a bit less of volley stats. So if your cross court is hit powerfully enough, well, it has a good chance to be a winner, or to force your opponent to play a normal shot instead of a volley. So here, that didn't work. So play that way until your opponent figures out your hit pattern and starts to adjust his trajectory so as to counter that cross-court stroke. If he does so, then you just need to change now and then to hit a big stroke down the line. And of course, sometimes your cross-court shots will be out, or your opponent will succeed in catching it. So even if it doesn't work as you wish, just don't lose focus. Just keep playing the way you should. You know you should against volley players. And the good results will come, especially when you practice enough. Well, of course, there's no guarantee that it works against all volley players. They are very, very good volley players, especially in the top 50. Professor X, for instance, or Noam. Those are very, very strong volley players. They have very high-level cards which are related to volley, and they have a lot of experience playing with that style, so they are very good. But it can work versus not too experienced volley players. So if your opponent has a high serve, hitting cross-court is a bit more risky, because the risk of committing an unforced error or for your ball to be caught by the volleyer is higher. In that case, you can rather choose to hit big forehand or backhand as powerfully as possible towards the two corners of the baseline. This is an option that you can choose, of course, as well when your opponent's serve is not very high. So you choose your preferred corner. Oh my gosh, that was horrible there. And you hit your best stroke possible towards this area. You shouldn't mind about the side where your opponent is weak, because almost all those agile volley players have weak forehand and backhand, so they will have a hard time countering your big stroke anyway. Here we go. Yep, that didn't work there, but it will work. Just keep doing that. Just hit those cross court all down the line. Oh my gosh, I was lucky to get the smash on my forehand there. And a double fault to equalize, that's cool. So, well, your opponents can do that more easily with quick catch if they have put the Maestro multi-string on, and most of the time they will have. Here we go for the cross-court shot. So they could try to make a drop volley to return your big hit. It didn't go through the net here. So you should stay alert and be positioned correctly in the backcourt, ready to rush to the net so as to hit a big stroke to follow up. Here it wasn't necessary to hit big stroke, just have to hit some cross-court shots, and that's it. That's very annoying for the volley players to catch those balls. Very tricky. But it depends on your opponent, of course. Some of them know how to counter that and will adjust their trajectory accordingly once they have read your hitting pattern. But I don't know for this opponent. This Diana doesn't seem to adjust much. Her positioning to counter my cross-court shots. Here we go again. That worked. Good charm. Sometime, of course, I try to diversify, but well, I had seen that she didn't read much the pattern, so I almost don't bother to diversify much by the end. Yeah, I tried to rush there, but it wasn't quick enough. So this opponent is clearly improving her serve. She needs to serve better. Because, well, she would have a much higher chance to win if she served better. Yet she commits a lot of unforced errors on those serves. So you can as well hit the ball to make it land as close to the sidelines as possible. If you see that your cross-court shots don't work, whether you choose to hit a cross-court winner or a powerful forehand down the sideline, just try to make a straight and fast swipe that will make the ball land very close to the sideline, either side. This opens up backs. I'm not far from having Diana at level 11, and then, well, I will try to play with the volley style as well. So why should you try and make the ball land very close to the sideline? Because your opponent has to choose one side to counter your strokes. It's generally not very efficient if your opponent places himself at the center of the court, close to the net. So he will choose one side. If you can succeed in hitting the ball towards the two corners baseline and as close as possible to the sideline, then the ball will have a high chance to be out of reach for your opponent. So this is the third match in this video that I show against this opponent, but well, I was matched versus this Diana a lot of times. This time is with Kaito that I play. Yep, doesn't work that way, that direction. So let's do this with a cross-court shot. Here we go again. And again. I don't know why she doesn't close that door. If she knows that I'm doing that all the time. Okay, that one goes out. Not big problem. This one goes in the net, not a big problem. Just keep hitting the way you should. And good things will come. And yeah, as you can see, it's not very easy to counter. A lot of times your volley opponent will commit an unforced error. Well, let's open some bags and then you see the lineup that I was using with Victoria. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me subdue some volley players in the 2-8 and 2-7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Whitefly Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon in Gameplay 365. Bye bye.